Your watch does work to communicate with me, the clock, but I'm afraid I have some bad news. As I was looking at the radar detector, I noticed a massive fog over Epic World. I did a little more research, and apparently that fog is Acro Phobia's depowerer. He is using it to take away your superpowers. It looks like you'll have to find some way to defeat the enemy without them.
Hands up! Goodbye, yesterday. I'm living in the light of a new day. I won't waste another minute in my old ways. Praise the Lord, I've been born again. Goodbye, yesterday. I'm living in the light of a new day. I won't waste another minute in my old ways. Praise the Lord, I've been born again. Oh, I've been born again. Again and again and again and again. You rescued me out of the mess I was in. Trading my sorrow for something to sing. Now I'm dancing on the grave of I once lived in. Goodbye, yesterday. I'm living in the light of a new day. I won't waste another minute in my own ways. Praise the Lord, I've been born again. Goodbye, yesterday. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. I've got resurrection in my veins. Praise the Lord, I've been born again and again and again and again. You rescued me out of the mess I was in. You traded my sorrow for something to sing. Now I'm dancing on the grave that I once lived in. Again and again and again and again. You rescued me out of the mess I was in. You traded my sorrow for something to sing. Now I'm dancing on the grave that I once lived in. Come on, we say, I have decided to follow Jesus. The world behind, the cross before, and I won't turn back. Yeah. I have decided to follow Jesus. The world behind, the cross before, and I won't turn back. I have decided to follow Jesus. I'm gonna leave the world behind, the cross before me. And I have decided to follow Jesus. The world behind, the cross before, and I won't turn back. And I won't turn back. And I won't turn back. No. The world behind and the cross before, and I won't turn back. And I won't turn back. And I won't turn back. No. The world behind, the cross before. Again and again, again and again. You rescued me out of the mess I was in. You traded my sorrow for something to sing. Now I'm dancing on the grave that I once lived in. Again and again and again and again. You rescued me out of the mess I was in. You traded my sorrow for something to sing. Now I'm dancing on the grave that I once lived in. Praise the Lord, I've been born again. Praise the Lord, I've been born again. Now I'm dancing on the grave that I once lived in. Oh yeah. Now I'm dancing on the grave that I once lived in. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm dancing on the grave that I once lived in. You ought to dance for the Lord. Dancing on the grave that I once lived in. Dancing on the grave that I once lived in. Dancing on the grave that I once lived in. Dancing on the grave that I once lived in. describe it, but I can contain it, can't keep it to myself. There aren't enough colors to paint the whole picture, not enough words to ever say what I found. Wonderful and beautiful and glorious and holy, He is merciful and powerful. Who we talking about? That's my King. We declare the glory, give Him all the honor, all together worthy. Who we talking about? That's my King. There's no one before You. Yes, we will adore You. All of this is for You. Who we talking about? That's my King. The name above all names. I'm not letting the rocks cry without tuning the chorus. There aren't enough notes to make the harmony. It's the song of the angels through all of the ages. It's all of the earth and heaven's symphony. Wonderful and beautiful and glorious and holy, He is merciful and powerful. Who we talking about? That's my King. Hey, we declare the glory, give Him all the honor, all together worthy. Who we talking about? That's my King. There's no one before You. Yes, we will adore You. All of this is for You. Who we talking about? That's my King. Hey, yeah. That's my King. That's my God. That's my shepherd, my protector. That's my King. That's my rock. That's my anchor, my defender. That's my King. Yeah. That's my God, my shepherd, my protector. Yeah, yeah. That's my Who we talking about? That's my King. Hey, we declare the glory, give Him all the honor, all together worthy. Who we talking about? That's my King. We declare the glory, give Him all the honor, all together worthy. Who we talking about? That's my King. There's no one before You. Yes, we will adore You. All of this is for You. Who we talking about? That's my King. Hey, that's my King. That's my King. Who we talking about? That's my King. Angels bow before Him, heaven and earth adore Him. Who we talking about? That's my King.
The clock. I was worried for a few minutes because I couldn't see what you were thinking about. Ah, that makes sense that you were trying to save your mind from acrophobia. But bubble wrap? Look, I have something that will work much better for you. It's a kind of helmet that will help you take a stand against your fears. I'll send it to your watch so that you can learn how to use the helmet to protect yourself and others too. Wearing a helmet is so uncomfortable. It itches your head and messes up your hair, but it's actually very important because it protects your head and can save you from getting really hurt. God knew there would be times when we might doubt His love for us, or that He will forgive us when we disobey. To protect our minds from being tempted to question His love, we can suit up with the helmet of salvation. One day, Jesus was visiting a town in Israel called Cana. There was a royal official there, but his son was sick in bed all the way in Capernaum, which was almost 8 hours away. The official heard that Jesus was in Cana, so he went to Jesus and begged him to heal his son because the boy was close to death. Jesus told the official he could go back home because his son was going to live. As the official left Jesus, he could have doubted if Jesus had really saved his son from dying. But instead, he believed what Jesus said and that Jesus loved him and his boy. As he was walking home, some men who worked for him ran out to meet him on the road with some very good news. His son was alive and doing well. The official found out that it all happened at 1 in the afternoon, the exact minute when Jesus said his son would live. Just like the official believed that Jesus could save his son, we can believe that Jesus will save us too. We are saved when we decide to follow him and believe he is God's son. Salvation means that we no longer receive the punishment we deserve for the wrong things we do, and we have the promise of being in heaven with Jesus one day. Whenever you are having doubts about God's love for you, or you think he couldn't do a miracle in your life, suit up with the helmet of salvation. Believing his love is real helps us take a stand against anything that comes our way.
I count on one thing, the same God that never fails will not fail me now. You won't fail me now in the waiting. The same God who's never late is working all things out. You're working all things out. And yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy all my days. Oh yes, I will. God that never fails will not fail me now. You won't fail me now in the waiting. The same God who's never late is working all things out. You're working all things out. Oh yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will. Lead me to share your peace. And firm on my head, the helmet of salvation is there to cover me. I am standing strong in the armor, strong in the armor of God. I am standing strong in the armor, strong in the armor of God. I know from my head to my toes your protection covers me. And if my God is for me, none can come against me. So I am standing strong in the armor, strong in the armor of God. Sword of your word, firm in my hand. Faith like a shield, strong in the battles, ready to stand. Breastplate of righteousness over my heart. Belt of your truth, it is my anchor. Shoes on my feet, lead me to share your peace. And firm on my head, the helmet of salvation is there to cover me. I am standing strong in the armor, strong in the armor of God. I am standing strong in the armor, strong in the armor of God. I know from my head to my toes your protection covers me. And if my God is for me, none can come against me. So I am standing strong in the armor, strong in the armor of God.
It's a jungle out there, on every side I'm getting pressed in. But no fear, cause you know what I'm dressed in. I got peace all up in these boots, and this belt around my waist help me speak that truth. Now when the giants seem big and it all gets dark, I got a shield of faith big enough to block those fiery darts. A breastplate of righteousness guarding my heart, part of the reason I ain't falling apart. Yeah, I'm prepared this time. Helmet of salvation to protect my mind. Make the enemy feel it. Sword of the spirit when I strike back. Ain't no getting up this time, cause I'm standing.
I